What's good, everyone? This is me, my Raw review. Um, Sorry I didn't do it right when it finished. Was too busy drowning my sorrows. The Celtics lost to the Heat tonight, but that's whatever. That series is over anyway. Oh well. That's what happens when your fucking team gets old as shit. But anyway, Raw tonight from Tennessee. Um, it was okay. It wasn't really. Yeah, I really didn't think this Raw was all that great. It was good. I'm just gonna leave it at that, and I'm just gonna get right into it. So Raw opens with Alberto Del Rio. He's already in mid-entrance, and Cole keeps running his mouth the whole time, talking about just I don't know. Del Rio's in his street clothes, and he does his my name is that whole shtick. Talks about Destiny, how it can be delayed, but it can't be stopped. He says, why did we waste so much time on The Rock last week? Del Rio says the WWE champion is John Cena, but he says, but you people know there's no one better than me. Del Rio says he should face Cena at Over the Limit. And then out comes Rey Mysterio. Like, really? Rey tells Del Rio he's no more deserving of a championship match than he is. Rey says Del Rio will uh, be the future ring announcer. Rey tells Del Rio, "You'll be the future ring announcer for your ring announcer right now." Like, okay, it's kind of weird. Rey challenges Del Rio to a match to determine the number one contender for the WWE title, and now comes Miz. Miz talks about how he'd still be WWE champion if it wasn't for Alex Riley costing him the title last week. Del Rio tells Miz he didn't get the job done, so now you go to the back of the line, and Miz says he wants a legitimate rematch against Cena. Miz tells Del Rio and Rey they can fight in a Taco Bell parking lot for all he cares. And then out comes R-Truth now, and I was, liked it at first. I was liking this. Hell yeah. Truth says, I see we all can't get along. Says, since we're spitting some hate here, let me get in on it. Says, you know what I hate? Hospital food. He says it's dry, it smells bad, and it tastes bad. And Truth says, you know who's eating a lot of hospital food right now? John Morrison. For those of you who haven't heard, John Morrison's going to be out like 4 to 6 weeks. He had surgery on his neck today, so speedy recovery to you, Jomo. Um, and he says, you know why Morrison's eating a lot of hospital food? Because I did this last week. And they show Morrison getting attacked by Truth last week. And Truth says, I beat him up so bad he had to have surgery today. And Truth making all these crazy faces is ridiculous. Truth says he'd like to take this time to give a shout out to John Morrison. Says, P.S. Hospital food gives you constipation. Really fucking funny. Um, Truth says, I'll make sure you're all in the same hospital. Talking to everyone in the ring now. You're all in the same hospital, hooked up to the same IV. Hell, you can even use the same bedpan. Really good shit from our Truth. Sorry. I'll blow my nose again. It's the worst allergies ever. Sorry about that, guys. Um, ah, God, this is fucking irritating. Um, Hang on a sec. Wow. Sorry, guys. I'm just on a fucking rampage right now. Oh, sorry, guys. Honestly, this is gonna go on. Alright. Sorry. And I had to put these fucking shades on. Ugh, it's fucking spring. I'm telling you, man. So, yeah, Truth. Basically, damn it. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm just gonna try and do this as fast as possible, this video. Um, he runs down all the guys in the ring. He calls Miz a pretty boy from LA. He calls Rey a wannabe superhero from San Diego. I really laughed at that. Then he calls Del Rio a pompous Mexican lip licker or something. There's a word in between there I didn't catch. Truth says the only one who's going to be facing Cena is me. God damn it. Oh man, I'm this fucking allergy shit. You have no idea how irritating this is. So anyway, sorry guys. So Truth says, an email comes in and says we'll have a triple threat match tonight. Miz and Del Rio are in. And then Cole says for the third competitor. Another email comes in, and Cole's like laughing. I don't know why. And then the third competitor is who else but fucking Rey Mysterio. God forbid it could be R-Truth. The Truth says again, and this happened to me again. He says he's better than everyone in the ring, especially you. So he goes up to Ray, and he almost flips his shit, and he heads out of the ring. Truth is like talking to himself on the ramp. It's really crazy. Walks back. Miz gets on the mic, says he doesn't care what Ray and Del Rio did on SmackDown because on Raw you'll both be bench warmers. Fight breaks out. Alex Riley attacks Del Rio. Then Ricardo Rodriguez actually drop kicked Riley, which was funny. Del Rio took Miz to the outside, and then Ray had a dive to the outside on Del Rio. In a commercial, backroom commercial, we see Karma attacking Maurice from last week. The Bellas are already in the ring. Now comes Eve, followed by Kelly Kelly. So Kelly and Eve versus the Bellas in a tag team match. Kelly wins the roll up, so she got the win for her team. She and Eve, and after the match, Karma makes her way down the ring. And the Bellas like book it to the back once Karma's about to get in the ring. And then Kelly booked it out of the ring, and Karma just decked Eve with a clothesline. And then Karma tried to chase Kelly outside, on the outside, but Kelly ran away. And then Karma back in the ring and nails Eve with her implant buster. Then we see Kane and Big Show backstage. Go to commercial. At this point, guys, sorry, one of my friends stopped over, and I hadn't, seen him since he's been home, just got home for summer. So I was hanging out with him for like 20 minutes. So I kind of was flipping back and forth between the Celtics game and Raw. It didn't really look like I missed anything. Um, let's see what happened after that. Yeah, we had Mason Ryan versus Kane. Went to no contest. Basically, the segment ends with Kane and Show double choke slamming Mason. Then we had Santino Marella versus Dolph Ziggler, and Ziggler won. I'm guessing it was a short match. He won with the zigzag. Um, and then I hope they're doing something with Ziggler. I really hope so. And then they show Truth walking out of the arena with his headphones on, and Scott Stanford walks to talk to him. Love this guy. And Truth says it's a conspiracy that he's been getting letters from parents to go back to dancing and singing "What's up?" And Truth says he hasn't been taken seriously because the fans aren't taking him seriously. Truth tells Del Rio, Miz, and Mysterio we'll get theirs in due time. And then they show Zack Ryder fist pumping with John Cena in the hallway, and Cena walks away. Give this man fucking TV time, Zack Ryder. Give him a push. And basically, then I guess there was a Miz Alex Riley segment where Miz got pissed at Riley for what he did last week. Then John Cena versus Alex Riley in a non-title match. Who do you think wins? Cena wins in a squash. Made him tap out to the STF. And then, okay, so after that's when I start taking notes in. Cole's in the ring, and he says, I'm retiring from in-ring competition. And he says, a bunch of other stuff I didn't care to listen to. And King is in the ring now. It shows this footage of Cole being rock bottomed and receiving the people's elbow from The Rock last week. Rock's birthday celebration. Then King tells Cole if he faces him again and Cole beats him, King says, I'll induct you into the Hall of Fame and give you my Hall of Fame ring. And then Cole says no. And he retreats to his little coal mine and talks shit about the people from Tennessee being like idiots. And then he keeps running his mouth, and then this is where it's just a storyline or not, like a work or not. This is too fucking far. Cole talked about his Mother's Day, how he flew his mom out to Texas, and they enjoyed the day, eating biscuits and drinking espressos. And Cole's like, we even popped in the WrestleMania 27 DVD and watched me beat you, King. And then Cole goes, "Oh, what did you do with your mom on Mother's Day, King?" And was just like, "Oh," he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot your mother passed away in February." Like that's fucking low, man. Work or not, you don't disrespect the memory of someone's mother like that. That's fucking bad. Yeah. So I don't know whoever was in charge of that fucking thing in the creative department. That's fucking low, man. Uh, yeah. So that was fucking bad. And then King just snapped. Runs out of the ring and chases Cole, but uh, he basically chokes Cole through the ring post, through the one of the little holes in the coal mine with his tie, and he's slamming Cole's head against the side of the coal mine, and his face was all pressed up against the cube. The coal mine is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. I'm sure there'll be pictures of it all over the internet now. He just looks like a fucking troll. It's so funny. I was really enjoying that. So King got his. And then Swagger came down and threw King into the ring post to make the save again. It's a commercial back from commercial. Swagger's in the ring, and then out comes Kofi Kingston, and this is going to be for the United States Championship. And I was hoping, oh, maybe Swagger will get a win here, but Kofi hasn't had the belt for that long. Kofi wins after King came back out and distracted Swagger, allowing Kofi to Trouble in Paradise for the win. After the match, King chokes Cole. Oh yeah, that's when he did it. Choked him through the coal mine. And so yeah, he was just trying to get to Cole before, and Swagger came down and made the save. I'm sorry. After the match, King throws Swagger, over the barricade, and then he does that to Cole with his ties. Absolutely hilarious. And Swagger accepts the match on behalf of Michael Cole, so I'm guessing for the third and final time it'll be King versus Michael Cole over the limit, and I think this is going to be the end of this feud, thank God. So yeah. Up next is there was no JR tonight, unfortunately. Up next is the number one contender triple threat match to determine who will face Cena over the limit for the WWE title. So we go to commercial, Macklin commercial. Alberto Del Rio's already in the ring. Out next is Rey Mysterio, and then last but not least, The Miz, who came out by himself. This was a pretty good triple threat match. I was into this. See, this is what I like. Like three guys who haven't really been in the ring a lot together, besides for Del Rio and Rey. But mixing up with like Miz and Mysterio and or Del Rio and Miz, I like that. It's one the good thing about the draft. I was hoping Del Rio would win. Just anyone but Rey. Miz ended up winning as Alex Riley came down and offered Miz a little help. It was weird because Rey had to cover on Del Rio. The referee Mike Chioda counted the two, and then I'm pretty sure you could clearly see Riley on the outside pull Del Rio's leg, pull him out of the ring. But the ref was so I was like, that would have been a disqualification, wouldn't it? But then Miz came in the ring, rolls Mysterio from behind, small schoolboy, 1-2-3. So Miz is the number one contender for the WWE title at Over the Limit. And then Cena came out to end the show, and he says, I chose the stipulation for our match over limit. It's going to be an I Quit match. Like, hey, WWE creative department, or just WWE in general, can you be any more fucking predictable? You really think any of us are going to believe the fact that John Cena, the Superman of the WWE, is going to say I quit to The Miz? I don't think so. Can already chalk this one up. Cena's first title defense successful. We'll make that second since he beat Miz last week. But, I mean, really? An I Quit match, John Cena and The Miz? If Cena won that match, I would do something outrageous because I didn't think it would ever happen. Like, I would make a bet on it. So, yeah, Cena's obviously going to win that. There's no question about it. So then after that, though, camera pans back to the ring, and R-Truth hits the ring and drills Rey Mysterio with his finisher. I wonder what he's going to call that. And then that's how Raw goes off there with Truth saying, now that's what's up. I'm really digging R-Truth, man. He's turned into a vicious heel. Maybe while John Morrison's out, it's going to be a feud between him and Rey. And hopefully Truth gets a WWE title shot sometime in the future. But that's it for Raw tonight, guys. Really wasn't anything special. Not at all. CM Punk, he was involved in that whole Kane Mason Ryan match, but didn't really do anything. Next, guys, one thing I saw: Drew McIntyre versus Chris Masters was on Superstars. So you draft these guys basically to Raw, but don't use them. Drew McIntyre needs to be on Raw every week, and give Chris Masters some fucking chance too. Really, you drafted Drew McIntyre and Chris Masters to put him on Superstars? It's a fucking joke. Anyway, guys, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. I'm out. Peace.